Hello, hello, hello. This is to my brothers out on YouTube. This is the Plenty 420 with a document of me. This is day pre-day one. Right now, I just got me a nice little load of Gorilla Glue. It's kicking, bro. It's quality shit. Right now, I'm standing in front of I'm standing on the balcony of the Colorado Athletic Club. Got my little bacon. Call me Pig because I likes to get my bacon. So I'm looking at his alter egos. I have channels. I may run for president one day. Ooh, don't get it. So it's one of those things where it's just like, and one thing that I have to do too is I need to pretend like someone's asking me questions. So how about you ask yourself a question? Go ahead and say this. If you could, brother, what would you do? Well, I would save the planet. Well, technically, that's what I do with my mind. But the voices, if I do voice them, they are other accents, and specifics like that. And but I use it I'd apply that to a specific caricature of what I understand would be what I consider scientific or conservative, or a variation of how I interact with the world, showing just the personality associated with would be characteristics and character of someone's interaction with the world. Anyways, I'm just random rambling. I'm gonna redo this one. This one's about the Gorilla Glue. This one's about the Colorado Athletic Club. This is about getting a good picture in, and I'm also thinking about going ahead and getting a nice little dance in. But remember, it has no music, so I need to figure out what the music's gonna be. This is Richard Blanco with Plenty 420 and a document of me. This is Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue is kicking out the ass. It is so good. This is what's really neat about the weed over here. The higher the content is, the more it crumbles. It crumbles like foam. Like I hate to say, like old foam when it gets hard, that it could crumble up like that and then break off into the pieces. It's like it turns into a fucking powder almost. That's just almost pure fucking crystallized THC. And that's like the dank nugs in Colorado. Everybody's like, what else do you do? Well, truthfully, okay, what I do is this is called content. I'm at 3 minutes. This is dank nug content. One of my alter egos is Plenty 420. I'm also the Rocky Mountain Pastafarian. I got that, and so what I do is I actually set up each one of those channels. That channel with my website, with shit that I sell, with me linking in and saying, here's my business card as this person. Here's my business. This is what it means when you can sit there and you get a company and you can operate in other names as alter egos. But not in reality, it's not bad. And it's so you can be it's yours. That's why you register with the government. And we work on about getting the pretty much this is Class 1 Civilization. We're working on that one. Thanks, guys. I want to get a dance in for you guys, but it's like I don't know how to put the music in. The audio and stuff like that, but it's gonna look good. I think I did pretty good. I've been learning. Much love. I want you to. It'd be something that's personal to me because I'm documenting myself. Remember, I'm documenting me. What do you think I was gonna be documenting? I'm documenting me. I'm documenting me making a product, drawing it up. I'm fixing to draw these up, and you're gonna see the video. I draw it up. I explain it. I make a video to it. I tell you the future of that product. I tie a company to it, a net worth. I do the paperwork to where I say it's going to be worth $100,000 in a year or a day, and that's what I do times 10. That's how I make $1 million in a day. 10 products times a net worth, an infrastructure that has a network and infrastructure that is ready to be worth $100,000. And all I had to do is show it to a couple of YouTubers. You get it? A couple of YouTubers that all of them have more than 100,000 people or 200,000 people, and I give them 10 cents on the dollar. Done. And I show you how I make the pieces. If they're small pipes, if they're this, if they're that. Done. Get it? This is very. Here goes the perfect model. I'm gonna use the Shopify platform. I'm gonna go ahead and pay a little extra and get 50. I want 50 products. Okay. We're gonna do oil burners and incense. Okay. We're gonna do essential oils, and like we'll do essential oils, which is doing real good. It's mailable. You can buy large and break them down into concentrates. You can buy large and you can brand. So it's like I'd buy oils from a quality dealer that I would brand myself, and we'd start branding. That's it. It's begun. That's the one company. And that's pretty much it. On the website, get that ready. But then we'd have our own specifics as in how we're expanding. And if you could make it yourself, like me, the bottles, we make matching bottles. So you get essential oils of like 2 or 3 things. But when we got the big thing, we get 3 bottles. And they can match in another way. Bottles can now stack in another way, especially when it comes to do with oils. Get it? You can get the bottles made out of bone. It's like we're getting the bone from the cow. Instead of them grinding up into meal, we get the ends and we turn those into nice, beautiful. When we were in Iraq, we used to buy bone bottles. That was like the only thing that I saw that felt like it was really from Iraq, because they didn't have a lot of shit, you know. There's a bunch of desert. There's a bunch of they had it great when it came to pomegranates and dates and all that kind of stuff. The permaculture of the desert, they were tearing into it. But everything else is just like there's not, you know. But then again, understand that almost everything's made out of plastic. It's petroleum based. Almost everything that's made out of they had iron and ores, and they have all the silicone associated with it, you know. So they do have resources. It's just the processes and when we do it, and it's really about the food and all that good stuff. Anyway, where are we at? Oh yeah. So basically, here goes. I get the Shopify. I got the platform. I design. I figure out. I give some good names, or this will be essentially my oils. Essentially oiled, you know, or something like that. Pick a good domain that I imagine would stick good. Probably get a good blogger. I mean, a good blogger to write up or find some or get my virtual assistant. If I do this, I just have my virtual assistant. She'll find those little pieces right there. She gets paid very well for that. All right, and she'll fill those in and put in this item description to the depth and variation that we would want it. So we know where it came from. We know what it's or organic. Essential oils, but eventually we're going to be those people that make those oils, and we're going to be in India with our friends who are in that little town that's making those oils. Well, we'll start making their own bottles too, but they'll be very special. Those people, you'll see them coming up because now they're making videos about, look, I'm making these oils. This is how you make these oils. We have this many fields, this that makes this much. Okay, and then we go back to the oils. They say, now how do we make this oil make more money? It's like, well, when we put rose oil at so and so and so and this, it makes this sell for we could sell for $1 more. So that one bottle makes those 12 bottles sell for $1 more. That's what's up. Get it? So things like that, how we do products and how we interact with them. Because eventually, I'm telling you, because every town has especially if it's a college town, has students from all over the world, and a lot of them come from nice little podunk towns that are just throwing out the garbage that need business. Got you. Here we come. Get it? We like product. We'll put you online, and we'll try and save these little towns and give them new ways. This should be the forefront, because we use 3D printers to make the product. We use 3D printers to fast prototype. After fast prototype, there's is customization specifics that we can do, and then we add intrinsic value by art, by country, by intellectual property, by story, by art movement. Understand that? So if there was if you buy the pipe set from India, or the pipe set, because we do let's just say pipes, and we're doing the pipe set from Amsterdam, it would talk about Amsterdam. It would talk about there is no political prop. It would talk about it's one of my favorite pieces. So it just shows up at our back door, and we talk about why, because of the tariffs, because of how we act, how we bully people, how you know, and all that good stuff. And we get in, and we get much love from everybody, and we try and get it right. We're just honest with what we got. Okay, we're just telling how it is. So anyway, yeah, product, websites. I'm a media. Here goes, check it out. I'm trying to make product right now. I got 2 or 3 different variations to this, and that's why we can also just walk straight up to a YouTuber and sit there and say, I got a website. I'll give you, let's go 50-50 on it like Ty. Yeah, Ty Lopez, he does 50-50 with it. I do half and half. Our company, Documentary Me, wants to and you make one more extra video where you're working for Documentary Me. And why? Because we're going to do half your website. We're going to run your website. What you push is your product. But remember, you're going to have to try it. So we're going to come up to you like a CEO and be like, here goes some new shits that we found that would do really good on this. This is why we chose them. Because remember, it's also a virtual assistant. So it's like your virtual assistant. It's like you keep picking some, and I'm going to pick some too. or it's like you can use mine. Yeah, let me use my virtual assistant, or you can use my virtual assistant, and eventually she'll have my virtual assistant, or